This is from a flyer distributed by a skinhead organization. American skinheads are young men and women, mostly from working-class backgrounds. They're united by patriotic pride in their country. They are united by their music. They are united by a sense of personal pride. American skinheads are patriots and believe in upholding the value which makes America unique in the world. The headline says, racist skinheads are a minority. But they are a faction of the skinhead subculture. And joining us right now is one of the members of that skinhead faction. Michael Sokolowski is a member of the White Justice Skinheads. He's for white power, but he says that he is not anti-black. He says that he is a segregationist. What do you mean you're not anti-black?
Well, we are not out to oppress any other race. By believing in white power, we believe in positive racism. There are two kinds of racism.
Okay.
There's positive and there's negative. Negative is out of stupidity and hate. We don't hate anybody. We are out there to promote our own, just as the many organizations are out there to promote the other races, the NAACP and organizations ad infinitum out there to promote the prosperity of the black race.
Okay, do you go out and bash blacks?
We do not go out and bash anybody. If there's any violence that comes to us, and then we take care of that, okay?
Okay, wait a second, I just noticed on your hand, could you lift that up for a second? You got a swastika under your hand there. And what is next? The American flag with what? American skin?
Crucified skinhead.
Crucified skinhead, but you think this is like a symbol of heroism? A Nazi symbol?
National Socialism is not necessarily against
Adolf Hitler was a good guy?
Well, I'm not so much into Adolf Hitler as
well, that's what that was his symbol,
movement.
you know.
Well, that's all good and well. It's also an ancient Aryan symbol. National Socialist Germany, the entire history has been rewritten by the establishment Zionist press. Okay,
but Adolf Hitler was basically...
Well, I'm not here to talk about Adolf Hitler. I really don't care about Adolf Hitler.
But this is Adolf Hitler's... That's a symbol of Nazi Germany on your hand.
No, it isn't. And his shit.
You have a swastika too?
Because I'm a Cherokee Indian. I'm part Cherokee. It's the Indian good luck symbol. But Hitler knew nothing.
Well, I did not come here to discuss Adolf Hitler. I'm here to discuss what we are for and what we are against.
I know. But Adolf Hitler stood for some of the things that you're talking about. A pure country, a pure race.
Ultimately, this country was meant to be a pure white country.
How do you know that?
By the Founding Fathers, okay? It was written into the Constitution. And Abraham Lincoln, who was one of the greatest presidents we ever had, intended to end slavery, which it should have ended. It should have never begun, okay? And he had a plan to repatriate non-whites out of the country. Because, as he said, Lincoln said that the blacks suffer from the presence of the whites and the whites suffer from the presence of the blacks.
How many degrees do you have in history?
Now.
How many degrees do you have in history?
History has been rewritten by the establishment, okay?
So whose history do you read?
I am a historical revisionist, all right? Now, you talk about the history of wars. The history of wars is written by the victors. The vanquished have next to nothing to say about history.
Well, now, thank God that Adolf Hitler didn't write our history books.
Now, I am
because
here
it certainly was no lie that there was Auschwitz and Dachau.
What we are against is the international capitalist communist conspiracy. We are against capitalism and communism.
What are you for?
They are both perversions of free enterprise.
What are you for?
We are for free enterprise. The American public has been told that free enterprise is capitalism, and that is not true. America has been told that the republic is now a democracy. That is not true.
Okay, hold on for a second.
This is not a democracy, it is a republic. There is a difference.
This is fairly much democratic here, but we had a chance to hear some of your views. This man is also a skinhead, though, isn't he?
Not to me.
No way.
You won't...
Why don't you get back in your...
He's a lowlife. Okay? You know,
Wait a second. What is this out here? We can't hear you without the microphone. What?
You say you're not prejudiced, and then you go and you talk down to him. Who are you? All right, I'm not saying that he's right or you're wrong and he's wrong, but who are you to say he's wrong?
Well, if you want to talk about lowlifes, I have a totally clean record. I've never been arrested for anything. I have good sources which tell me these gentlemen have quite interesting criminal records, and I like to see them deny it.
Well, certainly after somebody has...
Deny it.
You'll deny it? You have no criminal record?
First of all...
Were you a Marine or something?
Yes, I was. I was a United States Marine. Matter of fact, you know something that's about people like you that gets me real sick is why do you shave your head? Why don't you just go put on your little white gown and go burn crosses? Because that's what all you are.
The Klan does not burn crosses.
Oh, they don't burn crosses.
The Klan lights crosses as a symbol of Christianity, the light of Christ in darkness.
Okay, let's not get into the Klan.
Okay, first
Why are
of
you
all-
a skinhead?
I've been a skinhead for about almost 6 years now.
All
All right? Skinheads started as a white working class movement.
Wrong.
They weren't
Wrong.
There were no
Wrong.
black skinheads. They were rude boys back in the 60s, all right?
Richard,
It doesn't matter what the origins are anyway. This is America.
You
This is
listen
not
to Ska,
Richard, if you
It
walk
does not matter.
down the street in '69 and said he was a Nazi skin, all of the skins would have killed
that's
him
all
on
good
the
and well.
streets.
That's
the
all,
way it was.
That's all well and good. This is
And then
not
the
England in
plastic skinheads
1969.
took over.
I'm not even here to talk about skinheads because I don't even want
Well,
to
we are.
discuss
If you don't
these-
want to talk about skinheads,
I don't want to discuss these gentlemen.
my friend,
I want to talk
if you
about
want, well, wait a second. This isn't a democracy
wanna
here.
hear-
This is a talk show, and we developed the forum. We're talking about
Right.
skinheads today. If you
Well-
don't want to talk about skinheads,
Well,
you can leave, or you can be
I'm
quiet.
here to
You
talk
cannot
about
answer the
what
question.
my skinheads are for.
But-
I don't even want to relate to these gentlemen, okay?
But you are.
If they want to run off and say they are their kind of skinheads, fine, all the power to them.
Right.
I
I'd like to make a
support
comment
my
on that.
faction,
I'd like to
and
make
we
a comment
don't.
on what that lady said. The way I feel about this, and you notice I'm not arguing because this is America, it is a free country, and everybody has the right to believe in what they want. He has as much right to believe in what he wants as I have to believe in what I want. I am not going to sit here and call him any names because that's his view. It's only when somebody takes those views and pushes them on somebody else and alienates their right, takes away their right to have their freedom, that's when it's wrong.
Okay. Do you have any
Well, I
action?
completely agree with that.
Okay.
That is completely
Does your
what we
group
believe
take
in.
any action to intimidate people?
Never.
Or to? So how do you
Never.
get your ideas across? Just by talking?
We leaflet, we speak, we have get-togethers, we distribute literature, we go on the air.
You as
Bash
well.
on whites.
You will not attack somebody unless you are attacked. Is that
Exactly.
Can I
okay?
ask you a question?
Yes.
Let me ask you a personal question between me and you. I'm Jewish, okay? If I was walking on your neighborhood by City Gardens or anywhere around there, what would you do?
We would not attack you. We have other Jewish people there. They come. We don't bother them.
You don't like Jews
What
either,
about
though,
your,
right?
okay, what
We
about
feel
the
there's a
members of your
special thing
group?
about the Jewish people, which definitely what they're doing. There is a conspiracy in the world. We can talk about the Council on Foreign Relations. We can talk about the Trilateral Commission all we want, so we're blue in the face. And the average American doesn't even know who these organizations are, but they control the destiny of the United States and the world.
We've also heard a lot about them
Okay.
from Lyndon LaRouche. We've heard about
Lyndon
the
LaRouche,
trilateral.
I'm not here to talk about him. You want to call anybody who says there is a conspiracy a fanatic, okay? Now,
What I'm saying
we are
is
here
this.
to talk about
You say
the
you know
real
history.
conspiratorial organizations.
You say you know history more than guys who sit in universities and pore over research. You know history more than people who have college degrees.
History. I have read traditional
And where do you
history.
get your facts from? Mein Kampf?
I used to get my facts from Encyclopedia Britannica.
Where do you get 'em from
and
now?
Famous historians. Now I compare that to what I can read from underground presses. Put the two together, and we'll see who's really telling the truth.